Hi, welcome back to Herbal Bunny's Pharmacy. My name is Dr. Tamitha Davis. Today we're going to be talking about stress and adaptogenic herbs. But before we begin, if you're someone who is interested in learning more about herbal medicine and how to go on a whole plant-based food diet, subscribe to Herbal Bunny's Pharmacy and you'll learn a lot from here. So I was contemplating on what I wanted to do this video or not. I was at work and it was a very extremely stressful day at work, and I started feeling in some kind of way that I wanted to react. You know, when you get dealing with difficult co-workers or customers or just people in general, or a situation, you know, just trying to do like home repairs or something, you get frustrated, get stressed out, and you can have a response that is not going to have a good outcome. So but I really felt like it was a necessity for me to make this video. So as you all know, we can have pretty stressful events in our life. There's a lot going on in our lives. We tend to put a lot on our plate, more than what we should be doing. We're not really actually designed to take on as much burden as we put ourselves in. And it really can take a toll on our health, our mental state, and that's kind of what I want to talk about today. I work in a healthcare field. I take care of my mother and a few other people that have physical disabilities and a couple with some mental disabilities. And I find it challenging at times when you're wanting people to respond in a certain way that you know is going to benefit them, but they don't want to, take your advice or whatever. And you just get really frustrated, at least for me, I do. And you take that home with you and you just think about it, trying to, problem solve. I'm a problem solver. I try to, fix things and fix people, and just having that accumulate over time can really take a toll. And that's kind of what has been happening with me, because I'm not finding solutions. And sometimes you just have to step back and just put it in God's hands. You know that if you've followed any of my videos, that I'm a firm believer in God and that He paves the way for us. And this is one of those things that I've had revelation with dealing with some difficult people at work, that I need to take a step back and just put it in God's hands. Just realize that you can't change people, and you don't need to be adding unnecessary stress to your life, especially, we got kids, you got traffic that you're in, you got bills and taxes and voting and your own health issues, you got car payments, all of this stuff just can really just start over time, just really take a toll on our body. And we need to weed out what is some of the things that we can fix and some of the things that we can't fix. And one of the things that we can't fix are other people's actions and decisions. But what we can fix is our response to that. Now, I know that can be easier said than done, because our natural responses can be to act according to emotions, and sometimes our emotions kind of get away from us, especially if we're not really actually dealing with the cause of things. And I think journaling and prayer and just really getting more in tune with yourself, I like to think that I let things go pretty quickly. I don't dwell on things because you can't change the situation. But when you do have those moments where you just kind of get carried away, for myself, I developed some health issues, like not sleeping so well, anxiety, panic attacks, headaches, brain fog, a lot of the things. So this is when it's really important to keep your body healthy by eating proper nutritious foods and taking what I call adaptogenic herbs to help with those moments. It's not going to take the stress away, but it's going to help you to manage the stress and to lower cortisol levels and to help you with any fight or flight situation that you may be put in. There is a book called Zebras Don't Get Ulcers, and when we take a look at animals in nature, I'm always going to be referring to things in nature, God had put a revelation on my heart. And if you've heard in my other videos, what is nature doing that we are not doing? Nature's not popping pills or drinking from a bottle to cope with stressful situations. They're not punching things. They're not taking a car and crashing it or driving down the road 500 miles an hour. So in the book that talks about the zebra not having ulcers, our bodies are designed, just like animals are designed, that they only have the fight or flight situation only during the time of an attack. There's a threat. So if you have a herd of gazelle and there's a lion chasing after them, they will run, run, run because their fight or flight situation is heightened, their cortisol is high. But as soon as the threat is over, they just go grazing. They don't even think about the situation. They do have their instincts of staying on alert, but they're not constantly worried about being attacked by a lion. And we need to kind of take a lesson from that book. Once a threat has gone and we're no longer in danger, we need to calm down. But in our minds as humans, we keep replaying situations. We keep dwelling on that. We dwell about things in the past. My mom, she continuously talks about how her dad treated her. I've never met the man. I'm 42 years old. And she still to this day talks as if he is still causing her stress in her life. And my father, he used to cheat on her and stuff, and she still talks to this day, even though they've been separated since I was 17. She still acts as if though this is still happening to her, and that fight or flight response keeps getting reactivated every day. And then little things will start triggering you. You'll notice that, if you don't address the situation or you don't let it go, essentially, then your body just gets in this continuous fight or flight situation. So the first thing you need to do is to figure out ways of just letting things go. And I find that a lot easier for myself because I do try to eat healthy, and I do take adaptogenic herbs, and I do prayer and meditation. I do journaling, so that really helps, and I think that plays a huge role in being able to let things go. And you're letting things go not to just forget about that ever happened in your life, but you're doing it for your own sake and for your own health. So what are some of the things that you can do? Well, just like I have mentioned, you can be eating healthier, you can take adaptogenic herbs. I'll list them off here in just a second. You could talk to counseling, prayer, meditation, things like that. Exercise is really good, just being able to get some of that energy burned off, some of that anger, frustration burned off. I like to go into my garden, and the key thing to do is when you start to think about those things is capturing those thoughts and just letting it go. Just think about it, play it out, say, okay, I'm done. I did that. There's no need for me to do that. I can't change it, and just let it go. And as soon as that thought comes back in your mind, catch it and just say, nope, I'm letting it go. And you just have to keep repeating that until you're not thinking about it. That's what I usually have to do. And just doing some deep breathing while you're doing it, and no, there's nothing I can do to change this, so therefore I'm just going to be letting it go. Some of the adaptogenic herbs that I take every day, I take ashwagandha. It's really good for helping with the fight or flight, and to help calm your body and to help you adapt to stress. Also taking rhodiola. I took that in the past. I currently do not take it. I do just take ashwagandha and maca. Maca really helps for balancing out hormones and to help with the stress hormones as well. I stay away from stimulants because stimulants can actually make the fight or flight responses worse. So I don't do any drinking, don't do any drugs, don't smoke, or any bad habits like that. Some other herbs I find that are very, very helpful is lemon balm, also known as Melissa. So most of the things from the mint family can really help with calming down the nervous system. You can also try catnip, that is from the mint family. You can try valerian, kava. These things can have a calming effect. You do have to be careful with how much kava you take, because if you take too much, it can have the opposite effect. A few other herbs that you could try would be ginseng, ginkgo biloba, shasandra berry, skullcap, things like that could be really beneficial with helping to lower the stress. And of course, eating a whole food plant-based diet, mostly predominantly whole food plant-based diet, eliminating corn, dairy, eggs, wheat, and other grains. I'm going to be doing a video. I posted a couple short videos off this audiobook on Doctor that I'm listening to that talks about wheat and the detrimental effects that it has on your body. So definitely check out these two shorts, and I will be doing a video on some information about wheat here in the next couple weeks. Alright you guys, please subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, hit the thumbs up button, share it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!